It's not lost on me too that he just made something up. Like he fabricated it out of thin air. He said that, oh well, you know, there's both sides to this. One side is upset that there isn't a drag queen version of the Lego. Nobody said that.
Yeah.
Citation needed. Where the
saying it right now. I'm saying it right.
No drag queen character. And I've got to say that as a bit of an AFOL myself, that is an acronym for adult fan of Lego. Lego has always been really super woke.
Know that.
Okay.
Wait, hold on. Wait. You can't just drop that.
That was a record scratch moment there.
And
Guess who else went woke this week? Lego.
Yep.
Lego, hell yeah.
You want to see this quick? This is a quick Fox News clip. I don't think they've revisited this because I think they got some pushback because this is clearly terrible.
I'm glad you have the clip. That's a good one.
Oh yeah, I got I got the clip.
What did Lego do?
Oops, wrong button.
What happened? I missed
It's
it.
gonna be a rainbow pieces, isn't it? Like it's gonna be blocks and there'll be rainbow color. That's gonna be my prediction.
It's actually
it's even more ridiculous.
Worse.
Yeah.
What? Yeah. It's more ridiculous. Oh no.
More ridiculous than
that.
that.
Yes.
Okay.
There we go.
Jumping with Bogota. Lego is going woke. The company unveiling a range of new characters in the effort to be more inclusive. Lego says the new characters will promote diversity and understanding. Some will have anxiety issues. I don't know how you show that.
How is that
One will have a missing limb, another Down syndrome. These are really important.
Whoa, hold on.
Do you want Lego in there?
Pause it. I wanna first of all bring up that one of the things they have a problem with is a Lego with Down syndrome.
Yeah.
That's going woke.
That
allowing a kid who has Down syndrome to have a character that's like
to have a representation.
Anyone who's not a white cisgendered male that's going
is basically it's thing I don't like. That's what they turned the word into. It's thing I don't like.
But I have to point out, when it comes to the Lego with the missing limb, isn't that all Legos if you want them to? You literally build them.
For Lego to save some money. They're just like
you build them. You can just leave. Has Lego always been woke?
We have to really appreciate that Chiron though. This made me laugh so hard yesterday. Lego goes woke. Figures with anxiety, missing limb. That's just beautiful.
Wow, Fox.
And this is why I don't think they revisited it, because it just makes them look terrible. But let's finish whatever the hell's left in this.
Do you want Lego in there?
Definitely not. But what's so fascinating about this story is the divide in the country. Republicans think it's insane that they're forcing identity politics into Legos. Democrats are upset that they didn't make a drag queen stripper. They're like, you call this a children's toy? What kind of set is this?
What? They're multicultural. There are other people. Maybe they want representation. I do
enjoy him coming out and just saying that Republicans are angry that a Lego would appeal to children with Down syndrome in such a way. I mean, just horrible
it's
shit.
Just hate. That's why I have a really hard time finding any way to commentate on any of this stuff now. Like this week, Matt Walsh was out saying that he'd rather die than have a kid who's trans. Like, how do you...
He said that.
There's no way to analyze that, right? Like,
your response was perfect to that, David.
So for
those of you who did not see, David shared the gif from Dumb and Dumber saying, so you're telling me there's a chance because he has multiple kids.
He has multiple kids, yeah.
Oh my God. Look, with these people, it's just at a point where it's unadulterated hate. They don't care. They know it sparks outrage, which means clicks, which means views. And that's really, at the end of the day, what this is about for them. They don't give a shit about any of this. If I were to put my opinion on this is about making money, not about caring about any values.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Listen, what I have to say to Lego is keep doing what you're doing, and you need to go full woke and come out with a Lego with a floating triangle head with a single eyeball in the middle.
That's right.
It is the only value it's about, and I keep saying this, I'm gonna say it every week. The Republicans of a politics of fuck you. They hate. That's why anything that is deemed as inclusive, that's what the problem. Yes, they do. They do have a problem with the fact that you would make a toy that would appeal to children with Down syndrome or anything else because they don't like other. That's their whole thing. That's what it always translates to. Hey. Everything we've deemed as other, all the people we've deemed as other, they trying to be a part of the man. You're not with it. We're not with it. You're not supposed to be in the club. And that's what it translates to with everything. That's why it'd be so stupid. They be there talking about all kind of silly shit. The Little Mermaid, Legos. Okay, think about this. There's a whole country. You know what kind of shit is happening? Legos. The news. A headline. They're talking grown ass adults, dead ass are like Legos. What is up to? Legos is up to.
Right.
Never-ending supply.
And
yeah,
it's not lost on me too that he just made something up. Like he fabricated it out of thin air. He said that, oh, well, you know, there's both sides to this. One side is upset that there isn't a drag queen version of the Lego. Nobody said that.
Yeah.
Citation needed, bitch. Where the fuck?
I'm saying it right now. I'm saying it right now.
Binder's taking a stand. Binder's taking a stand.
Where's my drag Lego?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
God. And I've got to say that as a bit of an AFOL myself, that is an acronym for adult fan of Lego. Lego has always been really super woke. I don't
know that.
Okay.
Wait, hold on. You can't just drop that.
That was a record scratch moment there.
And continue on as if it's
in
not.
The restaurant right now.
Okay, Lego has some adult sets that are amazing. So last year during Pride, they released the whole Pride flag set. It's like the trans LGBTQ plus Pride thing. I bought that one, put it together. It was amazing. They also have like an NES that you can build with a little TV, and it's like a display piece. And they have the question mark block from Super Mario 64. Lego is fucking incredible, and they've always been very, very woke. Though they're not an American company, so they don't give a shit about our culture war, whatever the right says is important. So they just do what they do, and Lego's a good company. They're based.
Question: the rest of you play adult Legos too?
No, I never was into
play. We build and then display them as you would a model car, or maybe a Warhammer figure that you paint.
I think he's just building them. I don't think he's like smashing them together.
I was never into
like the way y'all turned into defense attorneys just now. It's giving yes. Then
you have Dragon Ball Z on your wall. Who are you to judge? What is this?
And the fact that you don't know that is what separates us.
Wait, what is it? Adult fan of Lego? Affle?
It's a whole ass community. A whole ass community.
I didn't know
I
what
wanted
it,
to get
awesome,
the.
Honestly, I'm for
so I wanted to get the Nintendo set. They released like a Nintendo anniversary set or some shit. So I was.
Oh, I saw that. It was like 300. It was ridiculously expensive.
No, you're thinking of the Bowser. Bowser's $300. The Nintendo set's like $170 or something. But I looked at
that's a lot of money for a Lego.
It is. But there's a whole community where they like review it and they like build things like big models. It's pretty cool. Cool.
If your Lego set if the price of your Lego set could actually be put towards buying the actual video game console, then your Lego set's too expensive.
That's fair. That's fair.
I think that's a fair rule. I will say as one last point on this, I think sometimes it also really sucks because in the opposite direction, there is certainly something to be said about companies that do like rainbow washing or green washing, right? Where they're basically going to use that as an opportunity to be like, hey, once a year when Pride comes along, we're gay. Or once a year when Pride comes along, we're bi. Yeah, we're coming out and then it's going to go away. We won't ever talk about it again. And then we're probably not going to do a lot of things to actually help the material conditions of LGBTQ plus people or the other people that are the quote woke quotient is getting raised for.
Honestly,
and then it's like fuck you after June.
But on that topic, I'm starting to wonder if the problem is them or is it us, right? Because are we not being honest about what capitalism is? Like, these are corporations, these are businesses. They have one focus. They're here to make money. They don't give a fuck. They exploit people all the time. And we suddenly want them to like be masters at like feigning care for social justice and marginalized group and other. They exploit all you niggas every day. All day. They fuck all of you. They're trying to get to the bag. Like, so like to me, rather than have an actual like larger conversation about capitalism and what that means in our society, that we have these big corporations and all this power and all this money and they don't give a flying fuck about people. Instead we're like, oh, why don't you spread out the pretending across the year? Why just one? No, not just February. No, I think we should probably condemn capitalism. That's my contribution.
I'm on board.
I agree.
Yeah.
I
mean, on one hand,
I don't want state-sponsored Lego. I want capitalist Lego.
I would like to
Every week I tell y'all.
Lego so it could be subsidized, because that shit is expensive. But
whoever runs the right social justice Illuminati is watching this show with like a target on David's head, just like ready to poach him. Capitalist.
They tried. I said no.
Government mandated girlfriend? No. Government mandated Lego set.
Yes.
Yeah, I will say that, like, I think that rainbow capitalism, it is good in the sense that, like, exposure normalizes it, but at the same time, it is so inherently gross, because these same corporations that change their logos to rainbow flags, they contribute to anti-gay politicians. Like, it's nothing more than marketing. They want gay customers. So yeah, capitalism is the problem. Full stop.
Absolutely. And Joe, like you were just mentioning, Joe Rogan had Matt Walsh on his show. This is on Spotify, has 11 million listeners, to spout some of the most ascientific nonsense about trans people, like full-on hate speech. This is not like just, hey, they're getting a couple things wrong, but they're trying. No, it's just hate speech for like almost an hour and a half. And Spotify, that's the reason it pisses me off when they do that, because they will, at the same time, they will run campaigns. They will run, we are proud of our LGBTQ plus, creators. We are proud of the community. We want to keep each other safe. That's why we, have terms of service and stuff like that. But it's like, no, you can clearly see when it's like the largest program on the entire network. This is the largest audience that you have. It's like, yeah, no, they'll allow it.
Yeah, they're fake friends. That's what it is. They're fake friends, and you can't really look more into that. Like the effect that they want it to have is, oh wow, Target changed their logo to the pride flag. They support me, so I want to go buy from their store. And like when I was younger, in my, sock dem days, when I was a little lib, it worked on me, right? But now that I'm like very explicitly anti-capitalist, and I feel like, the world is about to end, and I'm much more cynical, now it doesn't work on me. It's just like, oh great, what if I looked at the comment section as they change their avatar on Facebook, and then I see a bunch of F slurs? That's what I'll see now. Fuck you. Like, it's just, I don't know. That is what you see, by the way. Like, I did the dumb thing of looking at Xbox's comment section. Never check what gamers have to say about social issues. But they changed their logo to the rainbow, and it's, oh my God, it was bad. Why are you pushing this on our kids? Video games are for kids. How dare you? I'm like, oh my God, why did I look at the comments on Facebook of all places?
Well, that's what. It's Facebook.
Stuff like that. Facebook is what makes me really, really hope for hell. Like, I literally sometimes, I swear, I think about this like once a day. I be walking and I'm like, I really hope that they're right. I really hope all these bigots that always, they preaching that for whatever reason, they the ones that really believe in, divine heaven and hell. And I'm like, I hope you're fucking correct. I hope you sizzle, nigga.
They're all going to hell. Right.
Y'all are some
100%.
horrible, whack ass, raggedy people. Like, why are you so fucking hateful? And how have you convinced yourself that there's any kingdom in heaven that's fucking with that? Listen, I pray there is a hell, and I pray God let you buy tickets. I hope you could like pick selections of people you can see sizzling out from heaven and be like,
that's the entertainment.
Yes, like, I
didn't know there were spectator seats.
I hope when you get to the gates of heaven for entrance.
Is there like nosebleeds? Really like you gotta get way high up and away from the action to see it.
Dog, I hope that there's like, if there's an elevator to hell, if you was really fucking up on earth, God don't let you take the elevator, he just kick you in the back and just guide down to hell. Oh my God, I have to go to hell. Okay, all right.
It's a nice thought, at least, right? Like, God, it does. That's a great point. It does make me long for like some sort of justice, because some people, like the most evil people, like, not only are they rich, but they live so long. I mean, think of Henry Kissinger. The man is 150 years old, and he just will not die. We're all waiting so we can celebrate. We've got the champagne ready, but the motherfucker will not die.
Even then,
so you just,
what do
like,
you celebrate? He lived a very long life
some
without
sort
consequence.
of like retribution in the afterlife,
I saw this conversation online a couple of months back, and it's like, at this point there is no like comeuppance for someone like Henry Kissinger. He
Absolutely
won.
not.
He's gonna whenever
won.
he dies,
Absolutely won.
he's gonna live
Still
a
gonna be tried
long.
for
He
war
will
crimes.
have lived a long, consequence-free life.
Yeah.
Although I did see one reply to this that discourse on Twitter when I saw it, that did give me a little bit of hope, and that is that Henry Kissinger can still die in an extremely funny way, and then we'll get a little something out of it. Like he could still die in a very ridiculous, over-the-top way that goes down in the record books as like, when you're reading the Wikipedia page of like, when you're looking back at like random people hundreds of years ago and you're reading their Wikipedia page and it's like, John Smitherson died after a horse kicked him in the balls. Like he could still die in some really funny way.
Would it be a TOS violation if we like went around and each shared like the funny way that
Probably.
we hope he dies?
Yes, that
Yes.
would. We're not doing it.
Okay, we can make it more generic though.
This
What
is all on
is a
Roblox.
really funny way that anyone could die? Like what is a really funny way that someone could die?
I'll tell you how I
funny.
would like to die. Which
Well,
is a funny
that
way
you want to die in a funny way?
Well, I would like to be
Like
hit by an
Elvis?
asteroid. That's how I
That's
would
not
like to
very
die.
funny, being that we would all be dead with you.
No,
Yeah.
not like a giant one. Not like a giant one, but like like one that's small enough just to kill me.
A David-sized asteroid.
Yeah, small
So you
one.
want like a
Just
Donnie
somehow.
Darko type deal, but
I just want
instead
it to
of
be
a satellite.
instant.
I don't think he
I want
wants
it
to
be
know. He
instant.
doesn't
I
want
feel
to
like
count
that's
down.
instant, so
That would be the
boom.
difference.
Done.
Yeah.
Yeah, as instant as possible for sure would be the best way. But in terms of funny, I think that is a different category, like altogether. Like when I think of funny deaths, I think of like, I don't know, falling into something that
Well, the funniest death I've ever heard. The funniest death I've ever heard is hands down the founder of Segway dying after he rode his Segway off a cliff.
Yeah.
I mean, it
No,
doesn't get
he did
funny.
not.
Oh yeah. No, true story. True story. He's not lying. Yeah.
Sure?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. The founder of Segway died because he was riding his Segway and it went off a cliff.
Yeah.
Oh
Was
my
it on
god.
purpose?
I'm being
Or
dead
accident?
serious.
Or something,
That's
and he wasn't
suicide?
paying attention. And
How
literally
you
went
don't
off the
see a
cliff.
cliff?
Oh, it was an
Have you seen
accident.
the-
Wow.
Texting
the
and
cliff just popped up
segueing.
on him?
Here, let me
He
pull
was
it up. I'll pull it
texting.
up.
Blair, did you say he was
But
texting
he
and
didn't see the
segueing?
cliff?
No. Text. I think he was like texting, literally looking at his phone and just not paying attention.
Off a cliff, niggas, this Looney Tunes? What are we
Oh, I have to add an
Where's the
addendum.
cliff?
It wasn't the
is this
founder
weird?
of Segway. It was the former owner of like the company Segway, not the founder of the company. It was a different. I guess they had different owners over the years, but the owner of Segway fell off a cliff while riding his Segway PT near his home.
Wow.
That's a
There
way
you
to
go.
go.
Not a good one.
Wow.
I'm not sure where we go from there.
Yeah, that's a hard segue.
I think if I was if
I
I
didn't mean
was
to
an,
do that.
if I was an elderly man who was responsible for many atrocities throughout the world over my course of this hypothetical role I played in a big government, it would be very funny, I guess, if that person would have died if they, I don't know, slipped on a banana peel. Which then brought them into a... they slipped on a banana peel and slipped for a very long time, straight down the street, into a garbage bin, but they were fine. But then at that same moment, a garbage truck was to lift that garbage bin up and throw it into the truck, crushing him, but he would still be alive. And then as the truck is driving, a huge Mack truck hits that garbage truck, causing a huge explosion. He's still alive, while the fire in the truck is... I don't know, I can keep going.
No, white man. I will not allow y'all to just laugh while Sociopath is in our midst. Like, I wanna say that I knew. I said to a Slytherin weeks back, right? Slytherin, that's what I said. Y'all heard that? Did y'all hear that? Y'all saw how he was very hell-bent on us having this conversation, right, about funny deaths, and then he told a not so funny scary story.
Highly specific.
I think multiple things happening to someone is very funny. So
You just sound very like a cartoon. That's just not possible.
yeah, like a Looney Tunes type deal. Yeah.
Do you enjoy the Serfs but prefer not to have to use your eyeballs? Many are saying this.
Well, we've got the solution for you. It's the Serf Times in podcast form, available on most major podcasting networks now. If you enjoy it, please consider leaving a good review and feedback because it really helps the show out, apparently, and it's free, just like the podcast.
To our gods, Xander Corvus and Peyton L. Juste, we shall spend many a generations building mighty cathedrals in your honor. To our monarch, Tom Spiker, we are but your oafish jesters, here to offer you a laugh at any opportunity. To our brave knights of the Round Table, Rachel K., Izzy Solidarity, Victoria Bell, Sebastian Demmel, Mark Harmon, Benji Arney, Scary Earth Human, Tony, DM Rivera, Resident Scarecrow, Sir Nickus, Cheryl Alvarez, Ruby Kelly, Brandon, Words Greenwood, Everything Important, Hegbert Celine, Matthew Scarborough, Stellar Vision, Ariane McCarthy, Doug Katie, Daniel Sutton, Jenna Tao, Dark Puppy, Quiet One 85, Anna Loves Riley, Omni, Riley and Anna, Poodlehawk, Multimondi, Trevbot EXE, Brian Ephraim, Anthropophojack, Catherine, Ramon Acosta, Nkosin, Ralph Parler, Violent Orchard, Political Puppy, La Media Panza, Todd Buckingham, and Todd La Jeunesse. We salute our valiant heroes off to fight injustice everywhere.